Hi and welcome to my little reading corner. Today I'm going to be reading Who Needs a Boat? This is a story about Moses. Who needs a boat? For Moses, it seemed like it was going to be just an ordinary day. He's sitting there eating his lunch, having a read. But suddenly a bush caught fire. And God spoke to Moses. "I have heard my people crying," God said, "and I am sending you to lead them out of Egypt." Wow, the bush is on fire and that is God. So Moses went to see the king. "God says to let his people go," Moses told him. But the king replied, "I do not know God and I will not let the people go." Oh no. So God sent frogs to jump on the king's bed, and flies to buzz in his ears, and gnats to crawl on his nose, and grasshoppers to eat his plants, and lots of other things to make the king change his mind. That doesn't look like a comfy bed to sleep in. And it worked. "Go!" shouted the king. "Take the people, take the sheep. Just take them all and go." He wants all the frogs to go out of his bed. So the people followed Moses out of Egypt. They walked and walked till they came to the sea. There was no bridge. They had no boats. How would they get across? You can't even see the other side. It's so far. Then the people heard a noise like thunder, but it was not a rainstorm. It was worse than that. Oh no, they look scared. It was the king's army thundering towards the sea. The soldiers were coming to take God's people back to Egypt. They're coming, they're so quick, there's clouds of smoke. The people cried out in fear. Moses tried to calm them. "Do not be afraid," he said. "God will fight for you." Then God told Moses to hold his rod out over the water. And Moses did. And the sea opened right down the middle. The sea opened when Moses held his staff. It opened wider and wider. Walls of water rose higher and higher. Moses and the people walked through the sea on the road God made for them. There's little fish jumping out of the water. God moved the whole of the sea. Isn't that amazing? What a funny sight it was. I can imagine it was quite funny. When they were safe on the other side, the people turned around to watch. "The army are still coming." Moses lifted his rod and God brought all the water splashing down. Splish, splosh. The king's army was swished away, never to bother God's people again. Oh, they're all in the water. Moses and the people were thankful for God's help, so they sang this happy song. "The Lord is my strength, the Lord is my song. I'll praise my God all day long." The end. Isn't that amazing? God saved them by moving the water. How big is God? He is so awesome. I hope you've enjoyed this story.